Hey kids, hey parents, I hope you guys are doing really well. Well, remember last week we talked about how someone asked Jesus what is the most important thing that God tells us to do in the Bible? And we mentioned 3 things that we have to do. Do you remember that? If you do, turn to your parents next to you and tell them what are the 3 things that Jesus said was the most important things the Bible tells us to do. All right, I'm sure you got that right. The 3 things that Jesus taught that person and us to do is to love God, love other people, and love ourselves. Well, in the last little while, we've talked a lot about how we love God, how we can use our gifts and talents to worship God and tell Him how much we love Him. And we talked last week about how we can love ourselves as a way to tell God how thankful we are for giving us these bodies. Now, the third way that we are asked to do in the Bible is to love other people just like we love ourselves. Now, that's a really important thing because when we look at other people around us, our parents, our siblings, our friends, our teachers at schools, your uncles and aunties, all of us are just like each other. We are created in the image of God. That's something that we learned last week. So if we are all created by God in the image of God, that means we are asked by God to love each other. You know, the Bible talks about, Jesus tells his disciples that when you do every little good thing that you do for someone else, you are doing it as if you are doing it for Jesus. You know, and Jesus also goes on to tell his disciples, you are like light of the world. Nobody lights a lamp and put it under a basket, but let your light shine before others so that they may see the good things that you do and glorify your Father in heaven and glorify God. Well, I have here with me a lamp that is shaped like a bird. And when I turn it on, it gives me light and it helps me see in dark places. This bird's shining light from its beak. Well, now if I light this lamp to help me see better, and if I take a really big basket and I put it over this lamp, well, there's really no point in me lighting the lamp, is it? Because I can't use the light that it puts out. Well, just like that, Jesus tells us that we are light of the world because we follow God, because we know Him, we love Him, and we use the gifts and our talents to worship Him. We are shining this light for all the people around us to see, and we don't want to hide it away and put it under the basket. You know, it's so important for us to do good to other people around us, to love other people, and to help them learn about God, to help them learn about themselves, to do the same things that we do, to love God, to love other people, and to love themselves. Well, the Bible in Philippians also talks about how we are to live as children of God, as we will shine like stars in the sky. Have you ever seen how pretty stars are in the night sky? They are so pretty and they light up the night sky when they're out. And we are just like that when we choose to love others around us. Well, there is a song that I've been taught when I was just about your age that's always helped me remember to live just like that and to love the people around us. Let's check it out. Hello again. So, when I was your age, my leaders at church taught me to sing this song about letting our light shine to the people around us. And I've never forgotten it. And I've just learned how to play a bit of it on the piano. So this is how it goes. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Well, I'm sure your parents know the song as well, but there are some YouTube videos of it that you can listen to. This is such an incredible song that reminds us to let our light shine in the world around us so that others can see the love that we have for them and the love that God has for them. Well, I hope you really enjoyed that. Parents, you will get some links to a version of that video that you can find, and kids, you can learn with your parents, that you can learn the song with your parents as well. Well, right now, have a quick conversation with your parents and your siblings around you. What are some of the ways that we can use our gifts and talents to love and to help the people around us? And in doing so, we live as children of God. Well, I hope you had a great conversation. You know, it's so important for us to use our gifts and our talents to worship God. And when we love God, when we love ourselves and we love other people just like ourselves, we are giving thanks to God for how amazing He is and how amazing He has made you and I and everyone else around us. Well, I hope you have a really great week, and I'll see you guys next time.